Howdy, I'm Jo from Spaghetti Agency. This is Todd from Spaghetti Agency. We're both directors. Todd's responsible for fixing everything and the IT side of things, as well as the marketing and sales.
Yeah, Jo's in charge of spotting everything that's wrong with the business, including everything that I do, because you're a meticulous, down to the details kind of person. So we've been going about 10 years,
yeah.
But we actually started with training. That was our thing when we started.
Yeah, we both really enjoy training, so we started off doing that. COVID and the lockdowns sort of made a bit of a dent in that. We decided to move more into the retained services. So now the majority of what we do is creating content for retained clients on a monthly basis, but then we also do things like website projects where we help people with their content and that side of things.
Spaghetti Agency's approach to marketing is no ball, just beef, because I think that's why we started the business, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of cowboys out there, but not the right kind of cowboys.
Yeah.
Kind of ripping people off a little bit, making money out of them, onto the next client, onto the next client, onto the next client, not necessarily focusing on the quality that we like to stick to, and not necessarily focusing on the client relationships that are really important to us. So we wanted to be different, and hopefully we achieved that with our brand.
The other key thing about Spaghetti Agency is we walk the walk. So if you look at our marketing, if you look at our social media, if you look at our branding, like, we really mean it. And I look at a lot of other marketing agencies, but you're just not walking the walk. Your social media sucks, and your email marketing is rubbish, and you're not blogging enough, and your website doesn't rank on Google. And I thought there must be a better way of doing it. So everything we deliver to our clients is something that we do for ourselves, and most of our clients really, really value that, and that's actually why they choose us. What we've done with bookings is create lots of different services. I think they're called in Zoho. So we have a specific way that we do the sales process. So Jo will have a call with someone first. We'll decide whether they're right for us, and they'll go through a particular process. And we've built services, calls for each one of those. Some are phone calls, some are Zoom bookings. So we've used bookings, we've hooked it up with Zoom, so that when we booking calls, it creates the Zoom meeting. So it's all set, it pops it into Office 365. So I can literally go from call to call to call. I'm in the right place in the right Zoom room with the right information, one after another, which is perfect. We've also created more of a public link as well, so to save Lynn, my assistant, time, if someone says, great, I'd like to speak to you about XYZ service, we're like, brilliant, click here, book yourself in a call, and we've set the parameters around that for particular days and times that Jo, who takes those calls, will want to take those calls. And obviously Office 365 will block those out. So it's saved us loads of time, rather than playing what I call email tennis, where you're like, I've got Thursday at 5 and Tuesday at 2, like, here's a link, but it's only this link. You can't have that link or that link because we haven't qualified you yet. So we've actually built bookings into our sales pipeline, and I hate to say this to potential leads, but you only get one link. You don't get this link, you get this one, and that's particular days and times. So we're just starting to move now towards diary blocking. So we do sales calls on certain days, Zooms on other days, and of course in bookings we'll just go in there and change the settings for it. Having bookings has firstly saves Lynn, my assistant, so much time. I'm not going backwards and forwards with tons of call options, and also by the time the client comes back, of course, that call's gone. So it's much better, it's quicker, it's live, it's working much better. We're certainly getting more calls, we're getting the calls in quicker. It's not helping me because my diary is super full with sales calls now, but I guess that's a good thing. But no, it's been brilliant to use. Yeah, so a really key thing for me, moving from the original booking software that we used, is that the customers get reminders about their booking, because when diaries get full, if someone doesn't turn up for a meeting, I mean, sometimes people just forget. And what I've realised is that most people, you might be this type of person, I don't know, just wait for the reminder and click the link from that reminder. So it was really important that I could set, say, a 30-minute reminder, which I've done with bookings. So when someone books a call with us now, they get the initial confirmation, then they get one 24 hours before, and they get one half an hour before. And that's been really, really important to make sure that, well, hardly anyone forgets a call with us. And actually some people comment, wow, you really wanted me to make this call. And we've personalised all the emails, also all of those things are personalised around our brand, because we can go in there and change all those email responses. But it's just so important to us because time is very valuable to us. We're really busy at the moment, so I'm very grateful for it. But if people don't turn up to calls, it's like, oh man, I could have got someone else in here for this call. So yeah, having those reminders is very powerful. And we're only using the email reminders at the moment as well, so we might look at doing the text next. So we've also made sure that Bookings is synced to the CRM. So if I look at a customer profile, I can see if there's any meetings booked. Some of my clients will have several meetings booked in advance, especially if they work with us one-to-one. And also in the sales pipeline, in the Kanban view, I can just look at it, and it's always nice to see a little green or even a yellow if it's near to the time, little calendar icon in the corner, so I know that they're either booked or it's today or it's soon. Yeah, it's brilliant.